Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Good.
It maybe wouldn't be a bad idea.
All right, we're back in open session. And please let the record show that no decisions were made in closed session. And with that, we are up to decision, planning and zoning recommendation for hazardous liquid pipeline ordinance. And set a date and time for public hearing. Do I have a motion to such or a motion that is different?
I think before motion gets made, I think it's important to lay out that there are factors that we have to consider in our decision. And the closed session we previously had before this is one example of that. And doesn't make it an easy decision, but we have to consider a lot of things for this topic. And I would make a motion to table this until further information. Or until a point in the future that we would put it back on the agenda.
I have a motion by Mr. Stecker to table this until a future date when we have more information. Is that a correct
Yep.
I don't think
summary of your motion?
you actually have to have a motion, you just let the record show no action is taken.
Well, we have this on
We,
the,
we should
we
have,
have a-
we
we
should
have to
have a
put 'em-
motion for,
Yeah.
and if nothing else, it would clarify for the minutes, the direction that's taken. I don't think no action would be appropriate for this topic.
it means that we have it spelled out that we have a motion on the agenda and that we're not fulfilling that motion. We should have a motion to replace it. I'll second your motion, Mr. Stecker. Any discussion on the motion?
Just important to know that we do have information and it's best moving forward in this way.
Any more discussion on the motion? Hearing none, do a roll call vote, please.
Plath,
Yes.
Nat,
Yes.
Wactor,
No.
Stecker,
Yes.
Jerks,
Yes. Motion carried 4-1.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Mr. Walker.
We have a teleconference with Winnebago, or are we supposed to call them today? Bart?
Marge, back to them, telling me we're running late, so let me see where she's at.
Can I use yours?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a good time.
Are you here for the drainage hearing?
Actually, yes, I saw something on the agenda that mentioned a drainage permit. I represent Summit Carbon Solutions, Bill Sullivan. We met previously, it's been a few months ago. But I work with Turnkey Logistics and I do the non-environmental permitting, including the drainage system permitting. I saw something on the agenda that wasn't labeled, it said something about a drainage district construction permit. I was wondering if that was us.
No,
Okay, it is not.
no, it's Winnebago County.
I would have thought it would have been very soon. So.
Yeah, so there's not a construction permit on the agenda. There's a public hearing for reclassification report and then resolutions for drainage district assessments.
That makes sense.
So they're, yeah, they're absolutely nothing to do with the pipeline.
Most of it to do with roads,
Yeah, yeah, a lot of it would be.
quite a bit of it's just, the
And some,
assessment schedule wasn't fair for roads, so.
well, and some of the other assessments would be work that was done, on joint drain, so we have to have joint action, but. it-
Yeah, we'll probably excuse ourselves from the room. Thank you all so much. We didn't sign in. I didn't see a signage sheet.
There is one up
There's
there.
one there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Winnebago County is booked up every 10 minutes till 10:15, so we'll probably have to wait to join them until after 10:15, so we can go.
That's fine.
Maybe, and
Yeah,
You got some,
we got
Yeah.
repair requests and some.
I'll get lost again.
join during.
What do you wanna do?
Okay.
You got some repair requests we can hand out, we can get that done in 10 minutes.
Do we need to be on the phone with Winnebago for the joint drain ones? Or not? Probably not.
No.
Okay, let's do the joint drains first.
Okay. We did,
It's at least closer to the order on the agenda.
Just skipping one thing.
Yep, if we just skip the teleconference.
okay. So which one are we going to? We're not telecom. we're-
resolutions.
resolution,
Yeah.
Drainage assessments?
Yep.
Okay, then we will start with the drainage assessments for fall 23 fall assessments, correct?
Mhm.
And we,
No,
so we have resolutions here, resolution 5/16/2302, resolution 5/16/2303, 04, 5, 6, and 7. In our drainage district book, can we do them all under the same motion, or do you want separate?
No, we can do it. Ours had talked, Ben and I had talked about that previously, so
Okay.
that's why we listed it. Mhm.
Barb, do you have any other information on these assessments schedule for this fall, other than,
Those are outstanding balances and that we're bringing current.
okay? Is everybody awarded?
Carter's not back yet.
Oh,
He had to take a break.
oh, sorry, I didn't even see him go. We will wait for Carter.
Yeah, you can give him. There we go.
Yeah, well, you're gonna feel worse. We are up to resolutions for the drainage district assessments for the 23 fall schedule of assessments. Carter? Do you have any questions on it?
No, I guess I didn't.
I would entertain a motion to approve resolution number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for the fall assessment schedules.
I'd make that motion.
Mr. Stecker makes the motion.
I'll second.
Second by Wactor. Any discussion on any of them or any questions on any? Hearing none. Do a roll call vote.
Black,
Yes.
Nat,
Yes.
Wactor,
Yes.
Stecker,
Yes,
Jerks.
Yes. We have some requests.
we evenly split them today.
Well, how'd that work out?
There's no big winners.
But I just
Thank
had
you.
one.
Yeah, we have three of us.
But it just has,
Gotcha.
Well, we don't all have one.
okay, okay.
There's two winners
Oh,
in
sure,
Algona
sure.
that get nothing.
Someday Josh's sliver will get one.
Yeah.
And Roger's got one for next week that hasn't been written up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do it. I have a repair request and it's in drainage district number 114 and it's number 29. And it's a broken tile, needs repaired, 14 and 26-inch tile. We don't know which one it is. And I will have Brent go out and fix it. Go ahead.
I got number 31, Hebron, section 20 of Drainage District 110. Got multiple broken spots along the tile, so looks like a
Sure.
looks like a fairly decent large tile. So, well, I'll have to check that out.
Wherever you.
Carter, you're up.
I've got a broken tile washout, from Dick Guy and drainage district number 132, number 30. And once the township, section 34.
That's so the supervisors take care of the. Fair plus.
I'll second.
I have a second by Carter. All those in favor, please say aye.
I,
Opposed, motion carried unanimous. Sure. Anything else that you wanna do before we have our joint? Mark, do you have anything else?
I guess. Oh, sorry.
Those they have something at 10:05, so we're gonna have to wait till after that, and then
We could call in and they could update it somewhere. Yeah.
Well, I guess
they have one at 10:15.
they wanted 10:15.
No, they have one every 10 minutes,
Oh,
so they have one at 10:05 and 10:15.
Which they could be done.
So do you think call now and get on the phone and see?
I don't know.
So he wouldn't.
You got the number there.
They could possibly get us in. Yeah, in between.
You wanna read it off to me?
it won't be good.
Please enter your participant or moderator code followed by the pound key.
How is it outside?
Please say your name followed by the pound key.
Kossuth County.
Got the cap.
County.
Has joined.
All right, well, welcome, gentlemen and ladies.
Good morning.
Morning, Bill.
We will move back to 9:15 AM public hearing,
9:25, get it right.
or not, oh, yeah, there we go.
You wanna open the public hearing, Bill?
We already opened it once,
Did you?
then we delayed it, but we,
want it to continue.
yeah, so,
Well, we will have them, I'll make a motion to continue the hearing on this side and somebody second it.
Sure, a second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The hearing's open.
a motion from,
Sure.
Darks and Stecker.
Darks.
Yep.
I'll second it. Everybody here, aye?
Aye.
All right, we're back in the public hearing for, the joint DD 68-136 main ditch, lat 2 ditch reclassification report.
Do you guys have a full board over there?
We do.
Perfect, we do too as well.
All right, did you wanna go through it, or you want me to, or?
Well, we have, you have a resolution that we need to approve.
Yeah, well, as far as the discussion of it, it's just, we're gonna,
Reclassification report, right?
it's just taking, secondary roads was getting unfairly assessed for the amount of drainage they were getting. They were getting assessed like they're a parking lot in the city or whatever, when they actually, the road ditches, hold water and also, or sometimes, the flow of water. And it was brought up, and then the engineer, James Westergaard agreed, and, there's basically no cost to it. They're absorbing the change. We already reclassified these in recent history. And it'll just take a little bit of the assessment of a drainage issue away from secondary roads and put it onto the drainage districts. It's not a huge amount of money. And in a sense, it'd be the same people paying for it. It's just which direction it comes from, whether it's gonna be in the drainage district or paying it to secondary roads.
Yep.
So all we need to do today is accept the report from Westergaard, correct?
Yep.
You ready for a motion on that, or you wanna talk?
Well, we'll close the public hearing first.
Okay, I would make motion to close public hearing.
And I'll second it.
All those in favor on this side, say aye.
I,
It's closed over here.
Favor of closing the public hearing, please say aye. Aye. Is unanimous here?
Unanimous over here. So now you need a motion to.
Yeah, it was Kyle Stecker that made the, yeah.
Yep.
And then, I'll make a motion to approve the joint DD 68-136 main ditch, lat 2 ditch reclassification report.
I'll second that.
Stecker, second. A motion from General, second from Stecker to approve the reclassification report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. All ayes here.
All ayes here.
I think we're done.
Thank you,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
well, all right, well, thank you for your support.
You're painless.
You're welcome. We'll
All right.
try her again some other day.
All right, yeah, until the next time I run into you out in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. Have a good one.
All right.
Go ahead.
I think, yeah, I think we are done.
Marge, you know, is Reitzel's gonna get on those beaver dams at some point?
We're
They're
gonna
still
take a
not.
5-minute break.
I can go.
Okay,
Is anybody down?
No idea. I've never seen him before.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break and get rid of water.
oh, okay.
Okay, good. Okay.
All I heard was, I'm in the wrong board. I think he said,
Oh,
and
he probably
was there,
over the,
Why did I said I'm bored? He said I'm in the wrong board.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
I did not catch
I thought
it.
he just said I'm bored. Blocked.
Well, he came in with papers and stuff.
So
I had no idea.
the inspectors are meeting with,
Oh.
zoning, it's not zoning, but something.
Is it their appeal board?
Yeah,
The PAB? No, that's,
some kind of,
Okay.
anyway, he's had the.
Something with that.
Things. Yeah, I had no idea who that was.
I didn't either.
That worked out.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, I figured it would. Sign in. There's more than that.
So-
Another break time.
Yeah. My phone.
Won't go short.
For the drainage.
Oh, yeah.
I figured it'd be 5 minutes. And they had their schedule every 10 minutes, but I.
Then I have. That's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good though. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's a small opinion. It's not all of it. But no.
Yeah. Nobody said this job was gonna be easy.
Nope, nobody told me that.
In fact, I think I told you that you signed up for it now.
I think you did.
Now that I'm lost again,
Oh, I didn't get to like. Like,
I thought.
we got the teleconference done with
Yeah,
Winnebago.
Now you can get back on schedule.
Now we can go back to where we started with 4-H group.
Did we-
On
do
the
we need to
downhill
close the-
side.
Oh, Doug back. Good thing you write this out.
Yeah, this is board. We will be ready for
Thank
Doug
you.
whenever Josh gets back from break
mean,
here,
let's see
so
what that
he can
was.
come up
I
anytime.
don't either, because we. danced
Thanks.
around.
Perfect, bye.
Well, this is part of secondary roads, so we'll let Doug get up here.
Yeah, Lisa just answered his phone.
Yeah.
She said she'd let him know.
Anybody called that?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We were waiting for you to do that.
Yeah.
Didn't know how to operate the phone without you here. Tell me how.
President IT guy.
Yeah,
What does IT stand for?
Idiots trying.
Does it? Intellectual.
I gotta tell Derek.
that's a good one. Let's see if we can. Hey Derek, we got a question for you. Come on.
No,
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 not really.
Hey, I just want,
Video.
I wanna know what IT stands for.
That's a great, have you seen that on the IT crowd? When she's-
No.
Oh, sad things.
Josh has the answer for it.
IT stands for everything, so if it plugs in, we do it.
That's not what I said.
Information technology?
No, try again.
I don't know.
Idiots trying.
I was gonna tell you.
Awesome. I know you're not.
We knew you would appreciate that.
It's the best explanation I heard, yeah.
Best one today, at least.
So we are not getting very many applicants. We've got a couple. We're gonna do interviews Monday, is the plan.
Maybe if you tell them what IT stands for, you'll get more.
So, yeah, a couple from out of state that not qualified. Then I had one that dropped out already from Clear Lake, that looked good. And then a bunch that had no IT experience at all, and 3 people that had 0 IT experience. Yeah, possibly 3.
So it'd be down 24 cents,
The 19.
It's not was around 8 before.
9.25 now.
Great.
Anyway.
Maybe you'll get some last minute.
I hope so.
That'll help our economy.
You know,
Pretty soon, we're
we're not
break
gonna
even
hire
this
somebody
year.
if they're not.
We're
Right,
doing damn well.
right, yeah, fine.
New crop is really just borderline.
Reason for my
If
answer,
that,
Yes,
it's easier for us to make fun of ourselves
yes.
than to have someone else do it. 'Cause if we already do it, then leave them no room for.
There's always room for more.
I get that.
Hello again, yeah. Morning again.
We are back in session after the break, and we are up to the Greenwood 4-H group to pick up litter in Kossuth County Secondary Road right away.
Yes, the Greenwood 4-H group. Person by the name of Victoria Kessler contacted me kind of at the beginning of May. Wanted to pick up litter. And I really debated on whether just to tell her, go ahead and do it, or whether I should treat this as some sort of a permitted activity. And to be honest with you, I really started thinking about the safety of the people that would be working within the road right away. So I visited with Victoria about it. Expressed, my concern to make sure that everybody that was in the right away working, picking up the trash, would be wearing safety clothing, that there'd be some signs up warning motorists that there is, people, there's activity ahead. So quickly it kind of adapted our work in the utility, utility road work permit, along with the Iowa Department of Transportation permit for their Adopt a Highway program, and kind of got an application put together. Again, sponsors, they're required to have somebody person in charge, and they have provided that. Victoria is one. There's another person identified, phone numbers, so if we have to contact them. They would be responsible for putting up signs, taking signs down, providing trash bags, leaving the trash bags in one pile, keeping automobiles off of the roadway. They can park them on field entrances, different things like that. Then the county would provide the traffic control, just some road work ahead. The county would provide some safety vests and sponsors to be given back to us. And then also the county would transport the trash to the transfer station. I spoke at our last Kossuth Waste Management Association. There was a group of, I can't remember, the Iowa. And anyway, they wanted to get somebody in Kossuth County to do some trash pickup. The Kossuth Waste Management Association thought it would be okay to just allow that to be brought to the transfer station and trash is picked up without a charge. So I would use this kind of in that same spirit. But I would ask the board, and I certainly recommend approval, ask the board to approve of this project. They are planning on doing it this weekend. So the motion is just to approve the application.
Quick question on that. Is there anything in there, requiring a safety briefing or anything like that to kind of give the people an idea of, what the ditch looks like, things like that, so they don't go stepping in a hole somewhere and just kind of go through?
Well, we have our typical hold harmless type paragraphs that the sponsor, who is the 4-H, agrees to indemnify, hold harmless Kossuth County. We also say that they will complete the project with serious regard to the safety of the traveling public, adjacent property owners, and volunteers or employees of the sponsor. So I've been talking with Victoria. I still need to bring some things to her, but I will stress, that they need to be watching for traffic. They need to stay off of the travel portion of the road. And in this portion, it's a half a mile between 169 and the city of Burt. And for the most part, people are not traveling at 55 miles per hour. So
Yeah.
I think this is a good start. If it goes further with other groups, I know our roads, we get a lot of garbage thrown in there. So we'll clean them up. The other thing that I did mention to Victoria is that, sometimes garbage is best left to stay in road right of way, especially if you think there's some sort of a harmful, if it could be harmful in today's society. I know that 15 years ago, it's not uncommon for our road department to get a meth lab, discover meth labs or something in the road. And I think, I believe anyway, that some of those types of things still show up, and it's in a lot smaller containers and not as identifiable.
Doug, just a quick question here, and probably doesn't matter much, but like on the north side and south side, those are kind of rounded edges. Do you know if they will be encompassing portion of that edge? I mean, it's highlighted straight to 169.
I don't know what they're going to do. In all actuality,
I don't know that makes any
point for
difference.
Highway 169 state road right away,
Yep,
and where our 300th street is
yep,
county road right away. So we're not trying to point that. That's their responsibility.
yeah, sounds good.
I'll make the motion to approve the agreement with Greenwood 4-H to pick up the litter.
I'll
Second.
second.
Second by Stecker. Any more discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion is unanimous.
Roger. I'll take that. I'm sorry. I should have. Sorry.
We have a road right away.
Yes. I think the outgoing municipal utility, is that the one that is first in the
Yes.
purple document? They are requesting to remove 2 overhead crossings over 100 Avenue, if you know where Merle Dodds and Matthew Erpelding live, right to the northwest of Algona. They're going to be replacing 2 overheads and replacing them underground. What is pink or red, that would be removal. And then there's 1 bore to go from the east side of the road to the west side of the road underneath of 100 Avenue. Otherwise, they would be going parallel to the road where I way to get up to where that other crossing is at. I would recommend that the board approve of this request.
I'll make that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Wactor. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Sorry.
Motion unanimous.
Sorry,
No, you're good.
that was Josh.
Josh seconded, I made
Yeah.
the motion.
Yep,
It was unanimous. I'm sorry.
Right.
Thank you. And I'll just bring these up after we're completed, if that's okay, Roger.
Yep.
Second, request is from Ringtail Communications. This is on the, county line, 10 Avenue. The line between Emmett County and Kossuth County. Ringtail Communications is requesting to go under 10 Avenue to, put a communication cable to a building site there. And I would recommend, well, I guess first, we contacted the Emmett County Engineers Office. They said that if Kossuth County approves of it, they will approve of it also. They just want us to forward that, so. But I would recommend approval by the board of supervisors.
Doug, I got a question on this
Sure.
one. With the drainage district tile, they're so close, are they, as part of their application, are they required to find that and locate exactly where it is so they don't go through it?
It is not a requirement. We go out and try to identify where it's at. usually we can see intakes or some sort of a culvert or something like that, to see where it is, so.
Should that be exposed? Cause. I mean, it's visibly close on the map, but I've seen places where it's off. Our maps are off up to a couple 100 feet, so. It wouldn't surprise me if they go through it in any
It'd be on-
portion of that.
Could be on the Emmett side though.
It could be either, because if it's farther south on the north side of the east,
Well, they're gonna
one,
cross it one way or another.
unless,
Emmett side.
unless it's north of the actual where.
Yeah. But that would
One call would
locate the
not,
tile.
no, that would not locate tile.
And if you're gonna do that, you're gonna, there's. If you're going to do that, you might as well just make everybody go ahead with the drainage district procedures. This is Ringtail, but every utility that we'll have that's in a drainage district that has that possibility. I mean, we go out.
Yeah, I'm
with
just
small-
saying, cause I know we had the, wasn't it right southwest of Bancroft that, was it fiber optic or something went right through a tile and caused that washout in the road?
We've had,
We've had several.
several.
Yeah. So I mean,
We've had them.
And sometimes they're private tile, they're
Yeah.
not even county drain, but it's in the road right away.
yeah,
Sometimes we have tile projects that break utilities. So,
okay.
I would entertain a motion to approve.
I'll motion to approve. I just hope they are conscious of that.
Do I have a second? Art? Second by Carter. Any more discussion on the subject? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
okay. Signature on there. Okay, that's all of the construction of the road right away. Now that the secondary road budget was amended by Kossuth County, next week I will have Iowa DOT amendment to make that Iowa DOT budget reflect what the county budget is, so that'll be on the agenda for next week. Merriman, they are stripping deck, getting ready to pour some barrier rail on that bridge to the north. We have some crack filling going on in different locations around Kossuth County. I think that crew will be finishing up this week. Slurry leveling crew just moved on to Kossuth County, and they'll be working a week or two in Kossuth County on various roads throughout the county. The DOT project to the south of Fenton, it looks like that was delayed about a month. So that originally we're gonna start the beginning of May. It looks like it'll be the beginning of June now. We are advertising for a position in Ledyard and interviewing for some candidates for the mechanics position. I did put out a quote for a trailer, so I asked for that to be back the 22nd of, the 19th of May. So that, well, the 26th of May, so that May 30, the board could decide, make a decision on that. We need a trailer to replace one of our tags that is tag trailers that have worn out. The men are working for 10-hour working days right now. And the transfer station, we need an overhead door between the garbage and the recycling buildings. That was originally placed with the recycling buildings in 1993. I did sign a purchase order for that. It's about $15,000. Just,
That comes out of their budget.
that'll be out of the transfer station.
Anything else for Doug?
Or the roads after all that rain that we got any washouts or anything like that?
We
going
had
on?
one road that,
There you have you there.
yeah, it had a problem, however, there was a culvert obstructed, wasn't taking water, so the water backed up, got onto the road and ran down the road. It's kind of normal, I guess. I didn't see too many road ditches that suffered any issues. Road tops, gravel road tops, we were out maintaining, hauling some gravel. We had one place, it would be 80th Avenue, south of 105th Street. Water did go over the road there for a short period of time. We were there yesterday maintaining it, put some gravel on it. But, things are pretty, road tops are not. I know that, I don't know if anyone's gone over to PAK1, but you might want to look at that. There's some,
I was there for several hours yesterday.
there's some areas there that are gonna need attention.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Back to our discussion on PAK one that we had this morning, do we have a agreement that Carter can go to the engineering firm that engineered it with the Molten and Mink and see what repairs would be appropriate for that district? Do we have an agreement between the five of us?
Yeah, I think that would be a good course of action.
I did talk with some landowners yesterday, and there's a couple spots where surface pipes, water went over the bank from surface pipes. Would you like landowners to request larger surface pipes to avoid that in the future, or how are you handling that?
Probably should be directed to Carter and then he can bring that to the engineer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you want it, do you want a request put in for that, or do you want just
I think,
the landowner to visit with, or?
I think they should
I would
visit
think-
with Carter and then he should take it to
to
the
both.
Molten and Mink and then they were evidently not engineered big enough to begin with, so I think it would be back to Bolton and
I
Mink.
had a couple somewhere.
A lot of them were probably replaced with what they previously had, so. If it was put in 50 years ago, it was probably considered good enough, but.
Yeah.
It's something that should be addressed.
And I was looking back on file that there was some outlets into the river there, or the creek there, that were damaged a couple of years ago, that are still in the same condition as well, that were never fixed.
The repair requests were not completed.
That's what my understanding is there too. So I looked back at pictures from a couple of years ago that you had uploaded,
No, I know I put stuff on there.
and,
Who was supposed to do the repairs, do you know?
I don't even know. I guess I need to look into that.
We'd probably have to ask Marge and check this
Yeah.
Go back
spreadsheet.
and check it.
So, yeah, there's quite a bit of issues down there at the moment.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Doug, for you say they're starting on slurry leveling.
There, yes, we are.
Is that are they stockpiling the material for that tower? Cause I thought
We have, that would be Fort Dodge Asphalt. There's another contractor that's working on Highway 169. They're gonna micro surface 169 and be stockpiling some material at the Bird Tower also. So I don't know if they moved on this week also, but I heard there was a lot of traffic up there. But I don't believe any of it is ours.
if that's for a state project, are we being compensated for storage or is there an agreement there?
It's an agreement. We allow utilities to do some things there. Just that they contacted us, asked permission, we said yes.
Anything else for Doug?
Right,
Thank you, Doug.
you bet. See ya.
If not, we're up to discussion with our auditor.
Well, to order us a new handicap sign for the north side of our building. The handicap sign that's there is really faded and needs to be replaced, so we'll be getting a new sign for out there. We have a wheelchair that Chris had brought, and Josh, we're getting that lined out for us, and it is by the front door. Or by the door on the north side of the building. We need to get a sign made, that says that they can use it at their own. You know, how to get.
Discretion.
Yeah. And get that up so that,
Use that own risk,
yeah,
I think.
yeah, own risk, yeah,
Yep, yep.
something like that, so.
Sounds
Well-
ominous.
Yeah, the thing about that is like, they would be taking the risk on by using that. The risk isn't going to be put on county, you know, if something happens,
Yeah.
especially if they're goofing around with it. I mean, it's there for use. And I could see some kid jumping on it and trying to do wheelies and
I'll ask Todd how to work like this. So, now that the budget amendment has been approved, I'll file that with the Department of Management. Get that all filed, so that we'll be set to go and then make those changes, so we're ready. A couple months ago, we did a payroll survey asking employees if they would like stay at the payroll that we're currently at, if they would want to get paid the first of the month, or if they're okay with every 2 weeks. And the reason for doing that is because right now, employees are getting paid. And so we want to fix it. The survey came up all over the place. I mean, there really wasn't
one
any
definite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
any definite answer. So I think what I'd like to do is just keep it the same, stay paid the 20th of the month, but just fix the prepay. So we would have to give them, 60 days or more notice and just catch them up so that we would be on a regular pay period, so they're not getting prepaid.
So should we put that on the agenda and then set a start date on it? So
No,
that way,
I think what I'm gonna do is I wanna talk to, the department heads at the next department head meeting and
Okay.
at that time, have a plan and kind of go over that plan with them and see what they think of the plan. And then we can present it to the board.
We talked about it the last.
Yeah.
Meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
that was kind of the general consensus, as long as we gave them enough heads up that, you know, it would be.
I wanted to be able to give them details so they could inform their employees before you guys decided it.
Gotcha.
So I,
Okay.
if I could come up with details to give them that they could provide, that might be a little. So that is my plan, is by the next quarter. Here in a couple weeks. Giving that information.
Yeah.
Somebody?
What we got next week? Busy?
Let's see.
Can't think of anything.
We have just our regular stuff. We have approval to hire jailer for the county jail, handwritten claim. Discussion decision for BRAC 2023.
Yeah, you got any meetings? Pardon?
Other than just drainage stuff, and we've got some impact grants that we're deciding on through Care Connections this week too. I have a North Iowa Community Action meeting this evening, in Mason City, so other than that,
I have no meetings, just conversations with various people and pipeline stuff, so.
I'll continue the theme, no official meetings or anything like that, just a lot of phone calls.
It's not be a popular meeting.
Yeah, not on the regular schedule anyway.
Okay, we had a safety meeting last Thursday. We talked about the profile of an active shooter and how to respond to an active shooter. And I think there's people in the courthouse that don't take it very serious yet. We talked about, maybe what we should do and shouldn't do to enhance the awareness that it could happen. And we had a event a couple weeks ago where there was a disturbance on the top floor and they sounded the alarm that there was, should have sheriff or deputy come over. And most of the departments complied, all except for one. They just stayed seated at their desks through the whole thing and never did go into any place, so.
Oh, this was an actual event?
No, it was an accident.
Accident.
It was an accident.
It was an accident.
Somebody hit.
Okay, so I didn't know if you were talking about a different time, but I knew about the accidental. push,
Well, and
yeah.
then we went back to that and we talked about if we have a deputy on duty all the time when we have a court going on, what's the need to have buttons on the prosecutor's and defense attorney's desk? If we have somebody there that's actually
Well, the thing,
monitoring the situation, because those buttons, it was a juvenile that pushed the button, because he seen a button and he decided to push it.
gotcha.
So why do we have buttons there that they can push that causes false alarm?
I think they still need to be there because the thing is if something were to happen with that deputy, someone tackles that deputy, incapacitates him for calling for backup, and
Right.
someone else can push that button.
Our point is that the
Yeah.
judge has the buttons already.
Right.
Why are they on the
Well,
prosecution
we
table?
probably couldn't get into too much security details either, but
Yeah.
I mean.
we're
Valid
gonna talk about it.
conversation.
We're gonna have a conversation with the judge and attorneys and
Okay.
decide. It won't be up to us.
Well, yeah, the court system has authority over their
Right.
requests. They can request it of us, but we have to
Yep.
provide
We
it.
just have to provide what they request, but. Everybody know where to shelter in place if there's if you're in the courthouse. So,
If we're in here. We're in here when
talked about tornado drill and the fire drill and the difference in how they sound, and everybody should be aware of that. If not,
Ask questions.
yeah, ask questions, but I don't wanna belittle the point, so I am done.
we had a test, so we could tell the difference in that.
Yeah. I have nothing else to come before the good of Kossuth County. Reminder for everyone that we do not discuss things that were said in closed session. Very important, we don't do that.
The only thing we can discuss is that we were in closed session.
Correct.
It happened, and then we got information in closed session, but that's it.
That's the end of our discussion about it.
Yep.
So I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Carter,
Sure.
I'll
Second.
second,
second by Stecker.
10:45.
10:45. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you for today.
Yeah.